Hey folks, Jimmy here, aka Palette of the Dead. Welcome back to the channel, and it's Wednesday, so it's Mortal Realms magazine day. Before we get jumping into this though, if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. But bit of an important announcement from the publishers of the magazine. So for the UK only, unfortunately due to the current context of our publication, on sale dates are subject to change. As a result, we'll be publishing issues fortnightly for the next 4 issues. Please be assured that this collection will continue for its full duration despite the delays. I'd like to thank us all as well for understanding, and I hope we enjoy it. Obviously this is because of the current situation worldwide with coronavirus, and it is just so that it can kind of protect people, help keep people indoors, and try to keep everybody safe. As well as their own staff as well, which is pretty decent. It's a good thing of them. So as you can imagine, videos are now going to be, for a little while, they're going to be fortnightly for this type of video, but we'll have other videos in between, some building, some painting, some kind of little bit of maybe some other stuff, maybe a little bit of conversation kind of style works. So that'll happen for the next couple of months until everything's kind of more likely to resume as normal. Not that it will resume as normal, we don't know yet, of course. But yeah, with one of the previous videos, as I said, if you are affected by anything currently going on in the outside world, or you need somebody to talk to, comments down below are always open. Feel free to have a chat, pop something in there, and we'll see what kind of conversation we can strike up. Anyway, now all that's done, the PSA essentially side of things, we can jump into the magazine. So this week we've got the Knight Questor, which is a single sprue 5-piece model. This is from, it would be from like one of the Silver Tower sets, I think it was. So one of the Warhammer Quest games, and you get a normal round base as well for them. I've wanted this model for a little while actually, and I do quite like it. It's pretty cool, pretty different. I can't wait to go and get it built up and start painting it. Now let's jump into the magazine. So of course, as you can imagine, we're starting off with information about the Knight Questor. So Knight Questors are warriors who have been assigned a quest by Sigmar himself. They have to strike out alone to complete their task and seek out their destiny which has been chosen for them, whether this is retrieving a mythical item or a dangerous item, or it's killing assassinating a certain enemy, or anything like that. Pretty cool. Very a different style model, and very good for playing in different ways. So if you've got good old Silver Tower or something like that, which honestly I've wanted for ages and I can't get a hold of it without paying over the odds on eBay. You know, that's, you know, it's a good little bit of a way of different playing the Warhammer game, and a bit more kind of more entertaining and more different without having to know the full rules for the game. Anyway, now I'm not rambling on. So you've got information, of course, more about them. So they are mighty warriors. They can often be found fighting alongside the rest of their storm host, but only when goals align. Their duty always takes priority, and they may well bugger off halfway through a fight if their quest demands of it. Sometimes they are on a quest to retrieve something. So for instance, Knight Questor Ondar Hallowblade was tasked by Sigmar with retrieving a deadly weapon that had fallen into the hands of a chaos sorcerer. His quest took him to the wastelands of Shaman, and as he ventured through strange lands dominated by the followers of Zeech, he met others who shared his goals. This included a Dwaradin, Fireslayer warrior, and a priest of Sigmar. With the help from these brave heroes, he retrieved the weapon he was after. And you got some of the kind of like photos of how they've balanced everything out on there. So including the priest and the Fireslayer that you can just see there, and you can see some demons as well, and orc as well. So they have all sorts of quests. So sometimes they can get a massive quest that will take them a long time and could result in their death. Sometimes it'll be a fairly simple, more errand style quest. So yeah. And then we've got information about the Chronicles of Terror. So they were kind of part 2 of Chronicles of Terror and the Conquering of Shyish. A bit more information about the Necroquake and stuff like that as well. And the malign portents. So as it's always good to have more information if you want to build up a story and stuff like that as well, which is always good. So more information. So the Necroquake itself, Lady Alinda, the Mortark of Grief, Battlefield of Shyish. So her first order was to begin the long task of driving back the Chaos forces that still dominated Shyish. So she used the Nighthaunt processions to go through with that. A brief alliance between others, so which is always good. Information about the Briar Queen and the kind of like a little story behind her and the Shadespire and everything like that as well. The Soul Wars themselves. So his Nagashi's plan to crusade to reclaim all the souls that he sees rightfully his. As he is a necromancer, he does believe that every soul should be belong to him and not to Sigmar. And yeah, a bit more about the Grimhaler Reikenor, who led attacks across the 8 realms. Then you got information about the Stormhost, the main Stormhost of the Hallowed Knights, which is always pretty cool. They've got some good stories for reforging and all the different things that they did in the service in Gyron. Into the Labyrinth, so this is kind of a bit more of a giving you a backstory about the Silver Tower and stuff like that, and the idea behind the Silver Towers, and that Zeech, the Chaos God, would use his enemies and would assemble these towers to confound his opponents. And of course, you how to build, fairly simple. We'll go into that in another video. How to paint, which you pretty much know already now, so it's not worth us dwelling over. Clash of Heroes. So the idea is now that for this battle that's in this issue, you're only mainly using hero units. So it'll be Knight Questor and Zandria Azure Bolt going up against the Briar Queen and the Tomb Banshee. So kind of a 2-on-2 fight, which is a bit different and quite interesting. So we've got new rules as well, so you'll need to understand some new rules if you're going to play through this as well. So you've got the Knight Incantor Zandria Azure Bolt, you can use arcane bolts and Void Storm Scroll, so automatically unbinds a spell once per game. You've got the Knight Questor, can use Thunder Charge Strike and can re-roll failed save rolls due to his Sigmarite shield. Then of course you got Briar Queen and Tomb Banshee's kind of special rules, which include arcane bolts being ethereal and they can both fly. For Tomb Banshee of course has frightful touch, so all a bit different. It's quite cool. More if you are getting into the game, it's more rules for you to add to your game, so you can spread them out a bit more. And that is pretty much it. So just going through how to play with just 2 heroes and using hero moves more than anything. So yeah, so let's look at the next issue. Of course, issue number 13. Paints and a brush. So you're getting a Bad and Black, Mechanica Standard Grey, and then a dry brush. All handy stuff to have, in all honesty. It's pretty decent. But then into issue 14, we get some new good old Nighthaunt. So we get Dreadblade Harrows, which are your kind of first mounted units. So we've got sculpted bases, pretty different, pretty cool. These ghostly skeletal steeds that they ride into battle as well. All in all, not a bad issue. It's pretty decent. Quite happy with it. I'm looking forward to getting on to painting up the Night Questor and getting going with that. It is a kind of a shame that we're not going to have an issue next week, or at least I don't believe we are from the way that's looking. But yeah, we'll still carry on with the videos. There'll be another video sometime very, very soon regarding Mortal Realms and some stuff that's a bit annoying, and some stuff and some of the issues around Mortal Realms magazine that's been happening. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Cheers for sticking with my rambling occasionally, and I will catch you very, very soon. Bye bye now.